Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm playing along with several friends for the Iron Crafters YouTube hop. And this is a hop where we have an item that we are challenged to use for the month. And this month, we are challenged to use wood veneers. So I have this gorgeous piece of paper that I bought and I've been waiting to use it. This is from Mintay. And this is the wood veneer I'm going to use. It says freaking awesome, and it is from ColorCast Designs. And I actually bought this paper for this side, but for the project that I'm going to do today, I decided to flip it over and use the other side. Now, I did buy 2 of these pieces of paper, so I do have the other one that I can use for a future layout. But I love this page because it just looks like different places for photos, and I actually have quite a few photos that I'm going to document today. So recently, my daughter Tatum had applied to be a senior rep for a photography company, and so I think there's like 10 photo shoots involved with it, and you're exclusive to that photographer for your senior photos. And so she was selected. I'm so excited for her. And these are the photos that she posted in the Facebook group for like the meet and greet that described her. And so I'm going to use these photos. I did print all of these photos at home on my Epson PictureMate 400. And I love that they're all different sizes. I think this is going to be so fun. And so here we go. I do want to do a little bit of mixed media on here. I'm going to bring in a little bit of Distress Oxide. So I've got my ink dauber here, and I've got my Distress Oxide in the color of Salvage Patina. And what I'm thinking, I put X's on all the spaces where I have a photo. And what I want to do now is rub a little bit of ink onto all the squares or all the little places that aren't going to have a photo, and especially behind this title. So I'm going to quickly do that, rub some ink, and this is the same color of ink that is in the embellishment. So I haven't brought that in yet, but I'll show you that in just a moment. I have all the Mintay Photography die cuts, and they are gorgeous. I'm also going to bring in a little bit of mixed media. I have some Shimmers paints here. This is a Vibes, and this is called Ginny B Blue. And I'm just going to splatter this around over top of that Distress Oxide ink just to give it a little more interest. Now, I do want to mention I'm on the Shimmers Paints design team, so if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section of your Shimmers Paints order, and Shimmers will send you a free paint. And you can add my name to every order you place, and each time you'll receive another free paint. All right, I'm going to continue on here and add some more of this Distress Oxide ink. I'm kind of tapping that one. I was thinking I had a photo for that, but it doesn't have an X on it, so I guess I'll rub a little bit of ink there. And I love adding just this little bit of color. So part of this photography group, and I'm actually going to link the photographer down below. It's called, her name is Courtney Mack, and she's really popular in the area that we're in. Her photos are just gorgeous. So as a scrapbooker, you know I am so excited to know that we are going to have a ton of senior photos for Tatum this year. But in the group, she introduced herself, she named her school, she said that she plays softball for her school team, her travel team. You can usually find her at the gym. It's her favorite place to be. And in her free time, she loves hanging out with her friends, grabbing a Lotus drink, and of course, going shopping. And then I was so excited. She also mentioned that she has a kitty Pepper who she absolutely adores. So I thought that was super cute. And I thought this was a fun way just to document the beginning of this journey for her. So these are all, our photos, but coming soon, she will have photos from Courtney Mack. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding the photos. Oh, if you do live in Missouri and you're interested in Courtney Mack, use Tatum's name as a referral. I don't know if you get anything for that, but I know she does. So there's a little kickback for her as well if you mention her name. All right, so I've got the photo of her playing softball, her pitching. I've got some of her with her friends in the pool. I've got her and Pepper, her at the gym. And then this is one of her before winter formal. And then what's this one? This one is her with her school softball girls on the homecoming float, I believe. All right, so I'm ready to go ahead and add my title. Again, this was from ColorCast Designs, and I've had this for quite a while. And I recently saw a page Allison Davis used with this freaking awesome. I think she used this one. It was pretty cool. I think she had cookies or something on hers. So that kind of reminded me that I had this in my stash. So I knew which one I wanted to pull to use. All right, so now I'm going to bring in these amazing die cuts. Oh, speaking of that, so I've got my stack and sort tray here, and you see this little like liner in my stack and sort tray? That's new. Scrapbook.com just came out with those, so I am giving it a try for the very first time. Any products that I use today, I will also link down below in the description box, and I always appreciate when you shop my links because I do earn a small commission at no extra charge to you. Let me tell you about this YouTube hop. So this YouTube hop is called the Iron Crafters YouTube hop, and it's a hop put on by Tara O'Rourke, and she has a Facebook community called the Paper Snob. I think it's just called the Paper Snob Facebook group. I will leave all of those that are playing along on today's YouTube hop, as well as a link to Tara's Facebook group in case you want to join us on the next YouTube hop. She has several that she hosts every month, and I love playing along. You know, it gives me an opportunity to challenge me to use my supplies, and I love that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking with these die cuts. They are all so fun, and so I'm thinking I want to have like 3 florals and then some kind of photography pieces popped up on some foam in these areas as well. So I've got and I'm going to use the girl photographer since Courtney is a girl, but there's also boy photographers in the little die cuts as well. So I'm really not sure what else I want to do. I do love this little film strip. I'm thinking maybe that would be cute here, just kind of toggled here behind the photographer. And I love the camera on the stand. And, you know, I think there's a smaller floral in here. Ooh, yeah. So I think I'm going to use that instead because I think this floral at the bottom's a little too large. So we'll just swap that out. Make a little cluster down here. So I'm going to play around with these die cuts. And then off camera, I'll glue these all down and I will pop up the girl and the large camera. I do want to find something to put in each of the squares that are empty. So I'm going to do that. And I like the idea of adding these camera lenses. Aren't these so cute? This collection is amazing. And I didn't have the papers. I thought I had ordered the 6x8 papers, but I cannot find them. So I must have only ordered these 2 sheets of pattern paper and then the die cuts. But I'm really glad I have the die cuts because you can see they're really making a statement on this page. So here's kind of what I'm thinking, and I will go and pause the camera and start gluing these down. And then the little blank spot that's below my title, I am going to do some strip journaling there to tell the story. And basically what I'm just going to say is congratulations, Tatum. All right, so I have everything glued down. I do see that there's like an empty spot here below this photo of Tatum, and I want to fill that in. I felt like that was a pretty large spot. So I'm going to fill that in with a little camera. And then I've got these 2 squares down here that I don't have anything on. So I'm thinking maybe a couple more cameras or camera lenses. So I'm just going to flip through here and see. I like the idea of just that little circular lens. I'm going to glue this one down flat, but I think all the rest of these I have popped up on some foam tape. So I'm just going to grab a little foam tape here and add that behind this other camera lens. And then, you know, I could have even inked my title, but I love the wood look of it with the colors of these papers. I just think it looks perfect. So I'm super excited about how this turned out. I had no idea what I was going to do. I just knew that I wanted to scrapbook a lot of photos. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos, and I don't usually do that. So I had lots of fun adding these into the little Polaroids, that's what they're called, into the little Polaroid frames. And I think it's turned out super cute. So now all I need to do is add my journaling. So what I like to do is I pull up a Pages document on my MacBook, And I go ahead and I use a ruler and figure out the size of where I want to journal. And I make that a text box on my Pages document. And then I type in my journaling and then I space it to 1.5. So that way I have enough room right here to slice in between the lines. That 1.5 spacing is just about perfect to slice these apart. So then I just print it out, and this is cheap paper. It's cheap cardstock. I think it's 65 pounds. It does fit through my drawer in my printer, so it feeds right through the feeder. So I like that. So I usually keep my printer stocked with this. So I'm going to go ahead and just stack these little strips here, and we will get these glued down. Now, I am going to trim them just a little bit more so there's not so much white on the ends. And then I'm just going to use my tape runner, and then we will get these glued down, and I'll just stagger these just a little bit to give them a little more interest. And then after that, the only thing I have left to do is I do want to add some gems. So I went looking through my gems, and I've got a whole bunch of the pink and Maine sequins. I don't think they call them sequins. I'm not sure what they call them. If I can find them, I will leave them linked down below. But I have them in like every single color that they make. Oh, I also want to mention that I am working on the Scrapbook.com. I think it's 13 by 13 glass mat. And I love that. I think it's just perfect for this page. Oh, here's my sequins. So I'm going to pull, I think I'm going to put like little clusters of 3. I'm kind of embarrassed here. They're sticking to my fingers, and I don't know why, but I feel like there's a certain direction that the sequins have to go. Like there's a right side up and a wrong side up. So they're sticking to my fingers, but I'm trying to turn them around. I will do this gluing off camera, so you don't have to watch me do that. And when I glue these down, I am using the Nuvo Deluxe glue in my precision glue press. It's off to the side of the screen there. And that's because it dries clear. So if any seeps out, it will dry clear. And I'm using my pick up and place tool here from scrapbook.com. So I'll just glue this last one on. Here's my sequins. And then that's going to wrap up today's layout. So I love the way this turned out. I hope you do too. If you have any questions about my process or any of the products I use, just leave them down below. If you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.